transport a witness to Washington, D.C. Valerie Bennett, a local newspaper reporter, had been called to testify before a grand jury. According to the chief, Valerie had been interviewing a well-known environmentalist when she'd supposedly stumbled across the possibility that a sitting U.S. senator dedicated to environmental issues might have ties to terrorism. Casey wasn't sure how the jump was made from tree hugger to ISIS, but somehow things had taken a really perilous turn, and there was real concern that Valerie Bennett's life was now at risk. Casey had no idea if those fears were valid. It was the marshal's job to deliver their witness safely to D.C., period. Once their assignment was done, it was up to the feds to figure out what was true and what wasn't. Not getting a response, Casey rapped a little louder. "Ms. Bennett, it's Casey Sloan. We'll be leaving in about 15 minutes. Any problem with that?" The door swung open to reveal Valerie Bennett, dressed and seemingly ready to leave for their meeting at the U.S. Marshal's office. "I'm all packed, ready whenever you are." "Good. Why don't you give me your suitcases? We'll put them in the car for you." "Sounds good. Come on in." Valerie retrieved her 2 suitcases and had started to hand them to Casey when she paused. "Wait a minute. I don't think I checked the bathroom. Sorry to make you wait." "Not a problem. We still have a little time. Our office is just down the street." "I'll be right back." Valerie put the bags down, turned, and went into the bathroom. As she waited, Casey's gaze swung slowly around. The rooms here were nice. Dark wood furniture, colorful bedspreads, and the obligatory pictures that were screwed into the walls just in case you wanted to take them home. Casey found those concerns a little strange, since she'd never seen a painting in any hotel she'd actually want in her house. There was also a desk in each room, which was handy. Of course, the most important amenity to Casey was the coffee maker, something she looked for first whenever she was assigned to stay with a witness. The general public didn't know that most safe houses used by the marshals were actually located in hotels. That was fine with Casey. The last thing she wanted was to get stuck someplace where she couldn't get her daily caffeine fix. She could easily down 6 cups of coffee before noon. It had become a necessity, not a luxury. The minutes ticked by and Casey checked her watch. She was just about ready to say something when Valerie came out of the bathroom carrying some clothes and a makeup box. She really had forgotten to pack everything. Casey couldn't blame her for being a little scatterbrained. The reporter was under a lot of pressure. "Do I have time for one more cup of coffee?" she asked, as she added the additional belongings to one of the suitcases. "I'm not sure there's time to drink it here, but you can certainly take it with you. Do you have everything now?" Valerie nodded. "I hope so." She moved toward the coffee maker. "The hotel staff put at least a dozen packets of coffee in my room. If I drank all of it, I'd be up for a week." Casey smiled. "The people here are great, very supportive. I'll make a quick cup and be right out." Casey picked up the suitcases and put them next to the door leading to the hallway. "Do you want to take these to the car?" she asked Doug, who sat at the desk, frowning at the cell phone in his hand. "Not yet." "What's going on?" "Just finished talking to the chief. There's a problem." Casey and Doug worked under Richard Batterson, Chief Deputy U.S. Marshal for the District of Missouri's U.S. Marshal's Office. Batterson was tough, but fair. The deputies who worked under him respected him immensely. "What kind of problem?" Doug stood. When he was upset, he'd purse his lips, and right now they were almost tied up in a bow. "Chief says the office isn't secure. There was a call, a bomb threat. They were checking it out when someone noticed a new deputy had signed in a couple of hours earlier. So, the real guy's actually in Kansas City for special training. Until they figure out what's going on and who's using his identification, we're to stay here. Valerie is our only high-profile witness right now. The chief's afraid whatever's going on is connected to her." Casey's stomach tightened, and she took a deep breath. The news was disturbing.